Documentary of the week is My Daughter Joined a Cult on Discovery Plus. This is the story of a god man, Swami Nityanand, who emerged sometime in the 2000 in a small village of South. He said he was a disciple of Ramakrishna Mutt, and he described himself as a healer, started visiting the hospitals, and when the patients recovered, he took the credit for them. There was something about his tall, lean, dark frame with a sunshine smile that attracted devotees to him. They liked his simplicity, said he functioned from a small room with just a table fan. As time went by, the small room transformed into a luxurious ashram, and the saffron robe, besides the Rudraksh mala, was replaced with gold chains, accessories, armlets, bracelets, designer turbans, and whatnot. He had an influential set of devotees that included politicians, industrialists who sponsored his ashrams, his satsangs, his travels. There were the ordinary devotees too, who worshipped the ground he walked. The first whistleblower came in November 15, 2019, when parents of a daughter inside the ashram were forbidden to meet her despite several pleas and protests. They filed a case against him, and in the coming years, there were many cases against Nityanand of rape, abduction, abuse, and many more. But he was never taken into custody. He had now shifted from Ahmedabad to Bidadi in Bangalore, and there was a second whistleblower. She came out in the open and spoke about him. But what caught the public eye was a celebrity, an actress, whose videotape with the Swami became the breaking news. It's a nexus of politician, the Swami, the ashram, his volunteers around him, his security, police, that has been difficult to overcome. Discovery Plus, in a 3-episode, approximately an hour each, talks to journalists, activists, lawyers, devotees, ex-devotees, parents of devotees, and what comes across is a spine-chilling story of deception, treachery, of mental torture, physical abuse, sexual abuse, both with boys and girls. The devotees who work there are talking about always being sleep deprived and low self-esteem, isolation, disconnection from family, self-doubts, unable to trust anyone around, because if you confided in anybody, you were going to get into trouble. At the end of it, you are not angry with the God man, who is still absconding, living in some island and calling it Kailasha. You are not angry with his deception. You are upset with the devotees who trusted him and who are unable to see that they are being exploited. The most touching interviews, of course, come from the two mothers. Their wails, their screams, their heartbreaks, they give you goosebumps. And one devotee who remains anonymous and speaks to the camera from a dark corner, where she says that it's a miracle how she escaped from there. And today, to be able to have a shower when she desires or a hot cup of coffee is liberation. It is heartbreaking. You cannot not watch this series, and congratulations, Discovery Plus. I wait for a sequel of this. I want to know what he's doing in his so-called Kailasha. Please do it immediately.